Students, today let us discuss about vegetative propagation. What is vegetative propagation? If the propagation takes place through vegetative parts of the plant like roots, stem and leaves, it is called vegetative propagation. Students, according to our 10th class, our syllabus, we are going to discuss about natural vegetative propagation. Students, vegetative propagation takes place by four methods. Those are cutting, layering and grafting and plant tissue culture. Students, here this propagation is a type of asexual reproduction in which new plants are produced from different vegetative parts such as leaves, stems, buds and roots. Now let us understand with example. Yes, students, this is called cutting. If you saw them in the soil, it grow as a new individual. Regularly you water it. This is called cutting. Is it clear, students? Cut one of the part from the money plant, put in the water bottle. After few days, it develops root and shoots and grow as a new individual plant. Is it clear, students? See students, the next method, layering. Layering can be done, observe the screen. If you cut the part which is attached to the soil and plant in another place, it grow as a new individual. This is what layering takes place by the process of or mode of asexual reproduction with the vegetative propagation. Now let us see grafting. Students, you select desirable characters plants and attach them together. So one is called stalk, the other plant which is in the pot is called scion. So they develop as a new individuals. So this technique is very useful in propagation of improved varieties of plants with various flowers and fruits like mango, citrus, apple, rose. Is it clear, students? Students, in this way, whenever appropriate conditions are available, unlike in most animals, plants can indeed use such a mode of reproduction. Is it clear, students? Some of the advantages of vegetative propagation. Plants raised by the vegetative propagation can bear flowers and fruits earlier than those produced from seeds. Such methods also make possible the propagation of plants such as banana, orange, rose and jasmine. Students, another important advantages of vegetative propagation is all plants produced are genetically similar enough to the parent plant to have all its characteristics. Students, we have few more advantages of vegetative propagation. Those are they could survive unfavorable conditions. Modern technique of tissue culture can be used to grow virus-free plants. Only one parent is required, which eliminates the need for special mechanisms such as pollination. Is it clear, students? Yeah. This is about vegetative propagation and its mode of propagation of asexual reproduction. Yes, students, among seed plants, natural vegetative propagation is very common. It is of three types: by roots, by stem, and by leaves. It takes place. Let us discuss about roots. Some plants develop advantageous buds on them. Example, guava and shisham. Some tuberous advantageous roots, besides processing advantageous buds, also contain sufficient quantities of food. For example, dahlia and sweet potato. Students, vegetative propagation by stem. Some plants reproduce by means of stem. Straggling and branched rhizomes reproduce by vegetative reproduction. For example, banana, ginger, turmeric. Stem tumors are found in potato and artichoke. tuber of potato is a swollen apical part of an underground stem. Branch bears a number of nodes or eyes, which we call them as scurs. Each eye bears one or more buds. New plants are produced from the buds on the eyes of the potato crop. So this potato crop is raised by the tumors and not by the seeds. Is it clear, students? Yeah, students, once go through this activity. Let us demonstrate this activity. Yes, students, observe the potato. See, you can see some notches which are called as scurs. So these scurs, if you cut and put them in the soil, they grow as an individuals after few days. Students, we also can perform this activity Yes, students, in other method, as for our textbook, we also can do this activity. Spread some cotton on a tray and wet it. Place the potato pieces on this cotton. Note where the pieces with the birds are placed. If you observe the changes taking place in these potato pieces over the next few days, some new birds arises. So if you cut them and sow them in the soil, they grow as a new individuals. In this way, by roots, we can propagate the vegetative propagation in asexual mode of reproduction. Yes, students, runner is aerial weak stem. For example, in lawn grass, mint and wood sorrel, when touches the ground, they gives off advantageous roots at nodes. When the older part of the plant dies, the branches separate from the parent plant and form independent plants. A bulb also bears a number of buds, for example, garlic and onion. Chromes like crocus, colocasia, etc. have sufficient stored food and also bear many advantageous buds. Now let us see vegetative propagation by leaves. Students, in some plants, notched margins of fleshy leaves bear advantageous buds. When the leaf falls on the soil, the buds develop into small plants under favorable conditions. These plantlets, on being detached, develop into independent plants, for example, bryophyllum. Let us have an activity, page number 132, 8.6. See, students, select a money plant. Cut some pieces such that they contain at least one leaf. Cut out some other portions between two leaves. Dip one end of all these pieces in water and observe them for few days after. You can see some new developments takes place in the leaves. So if you sow them in the soil, they grow as new individuals. This is what happens. Now let us observe how bryophyllum leaves develops new offsprings of bryophyllum plants through leaf propagation. Students, look at the video. The buds arises at the margins of bryophyllum leaf. They are called epiphyllous buds. Epi means up. They grow as a new individual.